For our final project, each student picked an individual topic and generated and administered a questionnaire on it. My topic was racial profiling, which is the use of race or ethnicity as a grounds for suspecting someone of having committed an offense. The questionnaire consists of a total of 11 questions, 4 demographic and 7 general. It was created on Google Sheets, and we had to gain written approval from our professor before administering the questionnaire. I received a total of 305 responses when I only need 100. The goal was to gain responses from Tuskegee students. However, I did receive some from individuals who do not attend the university, since I posted the link on my Twitter and Facebook pages. I received responses online as well as passed out 50 paper copies to students in my classes. At the top of the questionnaire, I was required to provide a consent statement which notified participants of what they were agreeing to, as well as ensuring them confidentiality. With my questionnaire, I was able to observe the attitudes and knowledge of various people about racial profiling. My original 7 questions are: do you feel it is fair to frisk someone because of how they look? Are you aware of racial profiling and police brutality? Are you familiar with probable cause? How often have you been stopped, followed, or questioned by law enforcement for no valid reason? Do you feel police brutality causes society to be less trustful of law enforcement? What race do you think is most targeted by law enforcement? And what gender do you think is more prone to being targeted? After I received the answers to these questions, I was able to analyze them in SPSS, run frequencies and crosstabs, and create graphs to display and compare my data. In the end, we wrote a paper including all of these visuals to help us better elaborate on our chosen issue and in order to help us identify any possible solutions. The first 8 graphs I made were pie charts because they are univariate analysis that compare parts of a whole. For example, figure 1 on the screen compares how many people agree with frisking of others, those who disagree, and those who think it is necessary under certain circumstances. On the far right, I have a bivariate table that displays who is aware of racial profiling and police brutality based on their classification. Also, before analyzing my responses and making these graphs, I came up with 3 hypotheses. One of them was that more males than females would have experienced racial profiling. In the conclusion of my paper, I had to explain whether or not my hypotheses were proven true. Overall, this was an interesting assignment to execute. I was able to observe the attitudes of my peers on a topic that is very important to me. I was also able to gain the experience of effectively generating a questionnaire, obtaining the answers, and analyzing the results. This will be very helpful once I begin fieldwork.